Welcome guys to John's Football Channel. This is a news video of what's been actually happening in the football round, around Chelsea at the moment. Let's get into it. So today we have just found out that Chelsea have announced their biggest pre-tax loss out of all the Premier League teams in history. Chelsea have announced the biggest Premier League tax ever recorded by a Premier League club. Chelsea's pre-tax loss of 262.4 million for the year ending of June 30th, 2025, surpassing Man City's 195.5 million in the 2010-2011 season. So clearly that's a big amount. I mean, off the top of your head, you can clearly see that's up more than 50 million. The actual difference between Man City and us is 64 million 0.9. So clearly you can clearly see there's a big gap between their biggest tax loss compared to ours. I think the question comes into play as, is this a good thing in terms of taxes, like us owing more? It is a question, but to an extent, I mean, for the owners, do the owners know something on the books more than we were supposed to know, basically? Because now how does one go and record such a big loss like this? Look at Man City. I mean, the last time Man City was even up there was 2010. I mean, that shows you. I mean, that's 10 years on the top of your head easily that they have not been on the top 10. So now the question comes in, what went wrong for us to record such a big tax loss by any Premier League club? The question also comes into now with Todd and Bowley. I see a lot of Chelsea fans, and now we have heard with Enzo Fernandez and Cucurella speaking out against the owners. I suppose the question comes in, how long does this continue? Does it continue? I would like to get a actual thing here. Where, out of all the Chelsea fans, let me know down below what you guys think. But out of the Chelsea fans, how much percentage do you think is against Todd Bowley and the owners, and how many is for? Do you think it's a very, very small minority of fans that are actually still with them? For me personally, I still think, to an extent, I'm still on the fence. I wouldn't want to say I would say I'm more 55% over the fence, basically, of not wanting them to be at our club. The real reason why I'm still there, in terms of I'm not like completely against them. Yes, they have done stuff that are wrong. Maybe from the start, with them being over eager and thinking this is going to be a walk in the park and then just get anyone. Yes, I can completely agree with that. But I think also now, yes, we have told them what they have done wrong, how we as fans have analyzed it, and then I'm sure themselves, they can actually look from their own eyes and say, okay, no, we actually did this wrong, and this and this and this. But now I think we need to give them the opportunity to change. Yes, in social media and what they have said that they're not like, they put it off like as if there's nothing wrong. I think any person would do that, especially being in the opportunity of it going around the media and around people. I think they would obviously play it off. They wouldn't want to look stupid in front of anyone. So I think it is a question of, do they play that card of saying, okay, no, we're just gonna say that we totally are on board with the same things that we've been doing, but on the other side, or at where no one else is looking, they're actually changing the things that they have done wrong, and are trying to implement new things for the new season and for the upcoming years ahead. Are they actually planning to sell? Are they actually planning to actually continue? That, I think that's the way we need to find out, as where are their minds are going? Are they completely firm as to we are going with this no matter how the football club ends out, like Spurs? I mean, we just recently saw as well, Spurs have sacked their that manager of theirs. They didn't last long. I think it was about maybe 1-2 months max, and now they have De Zerbi, which is I would say a decent manager. I mean, he's the old manager for Brighton. So now there's a question of for Spurs, do they survive? How do they ship this bad current season of theirs? How do they make it turn a good light for their season? I think the good thing for this season would be not getting relegated. I think that's quite obvious for them and for everyone around. But now also, it's very heartbreaking to see a Spurs fan going another season with no trophy, no desire to, or loss of desire to actually compete. I mean, for you to lose, and not get any opportunity to actually compete and actually be one of the best, it is quite heartbreaking. But yeah, I think that's the way the football club has been run, and now it's bearing fruit basically. And now it's a question of, are we going down that same route? Is the owners going to tweak something that actually stops us from going down that route? It is a question. Maybe the club doesn't, the owners don't. But I would say, I was gonna say that the owners don't. Maybe they don't actually. They haven't fully invested their hearts into the business. But considering that they've been here since 2022, surely you're gonna actually bear fruit of actually wanting something to come good of the club, and not all this negativity since 2022 to now. I think obviously they're gonna want to change something. They're gonna want to be in a different spotlight. I think the question is, how much are they willing to change, and what are they willing to change, and would it be a bit too late? We have heard that Cucurella and Enzo have spoken out now. How many more players are going to speak out? That is a question. How many players are going to need to speak out maybe for the owners to actually turn their heads? Have they turned their heads is another question as well. Let me know down below what you guys think. It's going to be very interesting to see how the football club is run and how it's managed, and what actually happens with these top players. I would be quite interesting to see if in our next game, I would say against Port Vale, which is on the 4th of April, it will be a question of, does the owners tell Liam Rosenior to actually bench Cucurella and Enzo, and maybe just say it's an injury? We all know that Yunus Talks Football with the dangling of the carrot. What do they say? What do they come up with? Is another question. But yeah, guys, let me know down below what you guys think on all of this that's been happening lately with the football club. How long do you see this lasting? Do we actually have to turn into a completely, fully rotten apple for us to actually bear fruit again? Does the owners actually, to what extent are they actually willing to actually change their ways and become a better football club and better owners for the club that they're actually in control of? So yeah, guys, this is my Chelsea news video for this week. Peace.